Oh, I love this look. They were even teaching me how to pose. They were like, could you just give us this angle, that angle? Why don't you stand like this? I had a lot of fun, you know. Hey, I'm Manushi and I'll be decoding best fashion looks according to my team. I think all my looks are best fashion looks, but these are some of them. So here's my first look. Oh God. Okay. Kufr, of course. I think this look is iconic. I think it's very hot. So we had one day to prep for the song. I remember calling Manish and being like, Manish, I know you're the only person at this point who can do this. He had this peach dress, which was like this really long dress, and I actually had a reference for this look from the choreographer, and she sent me this reference of this Latina who was dancing in this very tiny satin dress with like these really high side slits, and she said, this is what I want for the third look, along with a picture of Katrina from the title track of Dhoom, where she's wearing this yellow outfit which has like slits on it. And I said, Manish, just like marry these two outfits. I want something like this. He made this beautiful outfit. It wasn't satin, it was a blend of chiffon in there, because him being the genius that he is, knew exactly what fabric will look, you know, rich and feminine along with it being hot. The hair and makeup was also something which I was really excited about. I wanted to make it very international, very Latina. We obviously had to do heels. We did these really pretty gold heels with rose gold hoops. The first day of shoot was nerve-wracking. This outfit was on the second day of shoot, and by that time I felt like a pro. I'd done the hook step too many times. I can do it in my sleep now. But I was really having a good time. You know, it was a great set, great vibe, great people to work with. Okay, so that was the Kufr look, which you all love, which also has to be one of my favorites. Let's see what my team has selected next. Oh, I love this look. This is from my debut at the Cannes Film Festival. This dress by Galvan London was picked by my stylist. I had not done fittings for this because I'd just come back from this 2.5 months of an outdoor schedule for a film. I had absolutely no time to prep. I have no idea why I said yes to Cannes, but we had a lot of fun with our looks. This has to be my favorite too. Oh, it's beautiful, the satin, just the way the fabric falls on your body. I love the little detail with the chains, you know, those two chains that are there right next to the straps. The bag is lovely. I just love the whole idea of just carrying a globe with the pearl detail. My hair and makeup was done by my dearest Georgie, who did this beautiful smoky eye, very clean face, nude lips, and a very sleek bun. Of course, we had to go minimal on the accessories. We just did these gold earrings. The shoes are Giuseppe. Giuseppe is one of my favorite shoe brands out there. When I wore this and I was supposed to go to the Indian pavilion, there was some brand engagement and a couple of interviews that I had to give. And then by that time I decided to just walk it. There were these paparazzi that were like nice. You know, we're not used to paparazzi wearing tuxedos, but they were like in their three-piece suits, and they all came running after me with their cameras, and they kept screaming, Miss, Miss, Miss. They were even teaching me how to pose. They were like, could you just give us this angle, that angle? Why don't you stand like this? I had a lot of fun. After we were done with this look, it was also raining, so it was very cold. So Georgie gave me his big Gucci jacket to wear, and he treated me with some ice cream for being so brave. And I really enjoyed this look. I like outfits that don't overpower you, but are just sexy without trying. My first time going over there and experiencing something like this was just at another scale altogether. Like the entire film industry from all over the world, you have everyone. It's like this little conference where everyone's interacting, everyone's meeting. You know, as someone who had just stepped into films and who was one release old, I felt so grateful to just be there as a small part of this celebration of cinema. Just looking at everyone else and seeing how passionate people are when it comes to films. A lot of the coverage that comes out is about fashion, but those are just those few moments that we spend in front of the camera. When the cameras are off, we're all discussing films, we're all talking about the wonderful work that people are doing across the globe. You guys can also let me know what you think about these looks, or if there are any other looks that really stood out for you. Okay, time for the next look. Sabyasachi. Of course, we cannot not talk about Sabya here. This is from the cover of Condé Nast Traveler India. This was something that we shot in April 2019. This was shot in Seychelles at the Four Seasons at De Roche Island. Beautiful property. This was Sabya's take on a destination wedding. And I have to say that, you know, one of the perks of being in the entertainment industry is that you get to try out different versions of weddings. So by the time it's your wedding, you know what you want. The minimal jewelry, you know, that's what I like. When you're getting married, you're supposed to have fun, you know, that day is about you. I want to be a cool bride. I want to really enjoy. I want to be able to dance. I don't want to be overwhelmed by my outfit. We did a sleek ponytail. I had this lovely bouquet, no dupatta, a gold blouse, with a plunging neckline, and just this beautiful floral skirt. Very, very easy, very fun, beautiful, and definitely a standout look for me. Sabya is someone who I've known since I was Miss India because I modeled for his jewelry collection first. He's the only one who actually knows what the end product will be, and we just like trust him. You know, he's someone you just close your eyes and you blindly trust. These pictures were of course shot by Ericos, another wonderful, wonderful person. This outfit was a lot of fun. I feel like it was young, the color was new, and since this was like a tropical destination wedding, it just felt so apt to be wearing something with florals. We were on a beach. It was not fussy at all. It was beautiful and flowy. The can was easy to wear. This is what a fun bride would do. The next look, this is exactly how I would like to look every single day of my life. This look was from Vivienne Westwood's first show in India. This was at the Gateway. A purple gown, beautiful corset. Vivienne is, of course, she's a visionary. She's someone who's contributed so much to the world of fashion. This look is somewhere Vivienne because of the corset and the silhouette, but also quite unlike her. But this is a lot like me. And I love the fact that we decided to do our hair up, very soft. I love the curtain bangs. I wanted to keep the makeup also very soft and dewy. The blue teal bag was something which I was not so sure of. Vivienne's team, of course, sent that bag over because they thought that it would look wonderful. In fact, I had another beautiful look that I thought I would wear, which is again a teal blue dress. So the bag and the dress would have looked really good together. But when I saw the purple, I just knew that this was what I wanted to do. My shoes are Aquazura. These are my own shoes. I literally went wearing pink Crocs to the venue because it was quite a walk over cobblestones to reach our seats. Then the minute I was like at the red carpet, I wore my Aquazura heels. They were purple with these crystal bows on top of them. And the minute I was done with the paps, I wore my Crocs and I just went into the show. The earrings are again Vivienne Westwood, and they've got blue crystal on them. I think this whole look was just so classic Hollywood, very feminine, very iconic. I think just everything just put together. I remember watching a lot of Gossip Girl and just decoding all their looks, and that's how I would know about all of these designers. Reading a lot about the fashion in New York, in Paris, in Milan, and now today to actually get to be a part of things like that, it's so nice to actually see that crossover happen and to actually be a part of these things, because as a child when you look at them as an outsider, and then one fine day you're suddenly a part of it all. Okay, next look. You know, I never thought you guys would pick this look. This look is from one of the pre-wedding functions of Anant Ambani and Radhika Merchant. I remember telling my stylist that, you know, for this one particular occasion, everyone would be dressed in ball gowns. I remember telling her, I said, you know, I want to wear a red satin dress and I want to look like a Bond girl. I remember coloring my hair light for the very first time, going this light. It was an Italian summer. Saksha and Kinney made this outfit for me. Beautiful outfit. There's a beautiful detailing on the back. There's a cross with their signature mirror work. that made that outfit very different from a typical satin outfit. But I like the fact, I just did a red lip, I had my hair blow dried, and I wore this outfit. I'm really impressed. You all have picked like some really good looks and from a very long time ago. You've done your research. Not bad. Okay, time for our next look. This is a funny one, but I love this look. This was a beach cleanup in Juhu after the Visarjan, and it's called the Cleanathon 2.0. I bought these pair of boots that I'm wearing here. These are Hunters in London. For some reason, I felt like I needed to have these boots. I have no idea why. And then I had nowhere to use them. And then I was like, hey, I'm going on the beach for a cleanup. Why not? You're doing what you're supposed to do. You're being a good citizen. You're doing your job. But it'll be more fun if you also look fashionable while doing it. I remember actually entering. I was up on the stage. Mrs. Amrita Fadnavis ji, she was like, ooh, I see, you're all dressed up. She pointed at my boots. I was like, yep, all ready to clean the beach. This look taught me that you could be doing anything in the world, but make sure you're fashionable while doing it. Okay, now time for the last look. Drum roll. Falguni and Shane Peacock. This was their cover in 2024. We shot this at the Leela Palace in Udaipur. We did a lot of colors for different looks, but this has to be one of my best photo shoots. Vaishnav shot me. He's great with natural light. The outfit was pink and a really nice shade of pink. And Falguni and Shane Peacock and I, we have a relationship when it comes to pink. They've done a lot of wonderful outfits for me in pink. Mehak Oberoi did my hair and makeup for this one. The makeup was again very fresh, dewy, pinky, very young. And I like the fact that there are no earrings. There's just this one statement necklace and just the bougainvillea in the background. Fashion is a reflection of how I'm feeling within, what I'm going through at that point of time in life. And it has evolved, whenever I'm, say, meeting an investor, I'm feeling very different. I'm aggressive, I'm pitching. I'm a corporate lady then, but when I'm at a red carpet, it's me trying to be my best, most glamorous version. Fashion can never be just about outfits. It's about how you're putting those outfits together, how you're just styling yourself and adding that little extra factor to just that one piece of clothing that you've been given. I had so much fun decoding these looks. I hope you enjoyed it too. In case you want to know more, then please do comment and let me know what would you like for me to speak about when it comes to fashion.